Welcome back to another episode of our Kings related podcast, wherever you may be. And this recap of the Kings 130-115 loss to the Milwaukee Bucks on this Tuesday evening, where the Kings finished the road trip at 2-1, where they started under 500. They are coming back home at 500 at 20-20. And the winning streak of 7 games is over. And the big key to this 7-game winning streak was Sacramento's defense. But that defense didn't show up tonight in Milwaukee, as the Bucks scored 47 points in the first quarter and never looked back from there. And the Kings were playing catch up the entire night. And I know, like, whenever the Kings made a run, Milwaukee made a run themselves. Giannis is one of the best players in the NBA. You got Damian Lillard, one of the best guards in the NBA. And the Kings didn't show up from opening tip. And the Milwaukee Bucks punished them for it. So, just a tough night all around, as this is how your 7-game win streak ends. But first quarter, as I mentioned, 47 points for Milwaukee. The Kings had 26 points. From the second quarter to the fourth, the Kings had 89 points. Milwaukee from the second to the fourth, 83 points. So if you came out to start the game better and not allow Milwaukee to have 47 points, and you played some liquor defense, you maybe could have had a game here. But you didn't. The Kings, horrendous start for the Kings defensively. And as I mentioned, it's a great road trip, because it's 2-1. You had your best win of the season in Boston against the defending champs, and then you had another impressive win the other afternoon on Sunday against the Chicago Bulls. So, like, it's a great road trip. You're coming back 500, but just some things to mention. DeMar DeRozan will never shy away from taking a shot. I thought he was rough in the first quarter for the Kings, but he tried everything. DeRozan tried everything to get the Kings back into this game. And I thought in this game, I thought the officials robbed DeRozan of 2 3-and-1s. But he still managed 28 points on 9 of 18 shooting. Keegan Murray, just keep shooting, Keegan. I thought Keegan continues to awake from his slow start that we've seen here to start the season. So Keegan, 3 of 8 from 3, 11 points, 7 rebounds for Keegan Murray. Domantas Sabonis, 1 assist shy of a triple-double, 16 points, 10 rebounds, 9 assists for Sabonis. De'Aaron Fox had a double-double in this game for the Kings, 20 points for Fox in this game, and 11 rebounds Just checking here. Yeah, 11 rebounds, 6 assists for De'Aaron Fox. Malik Monk did not play in this game with a groin injury. Keon Ellis, 18 points as the shooting guard, starting shooting guard. The Kings bench got outscored by Milwaukee, 41 to 22, in favor of Milwaukee. But Giannis, he's really good. 33 points, 11 rebounds, 13 assists for Giannis. He's like, it's that first quarter. Like if you cut that 47 and um the Kings maybe had a shot in this game, but the way you started the game was the ball game. Like, and then you got Damian Lillard, 24 points, um, 7 assists, 5 rebounds for Dame Dollar. Brook Lopez, 21 points, 5 rebounds for Brook Lopez. AJ Green off the bench, 16 points. Ryan Rollins, 10 points. Guy on a two-way deal for the Milwaukee Bucks. But a tough night for the Kings in this ball game because it like it is a tough night because you had a chance to do something where you haven't done since the 03-04 season, and that was to win eight straight games. And the last time the Kings won 8 straight was when Doug Christie was your starting 2 guard. And your winning streak ends. But hey, you're coming back. You're coming back home at 20-20, 500. You started this trip under 500. You got some really tough games coming up. And you're facing a young, really good Houston Rockets team on Thursday, who a Houston team that will be on the second ever back-to-back. And then you got the Washington Wizards on Sunday. They're the worst team in the Eastern Conference. They might be the worst team in the NBA because they're on Cooper flag watch. And then next Wednesday, you got the Golden State Warriors. You've already beat Golden State. Golden State's not good. Like, Golden State lost to Toronto last night. And then a week from Thursday, you start a long road trip in Denver against the Nuggets. And then that's a road trip where you're taking on some really good teams. Like, you got I know you got the Knicks in there. You got Brooklyn. You got Oklahoma City at the end of that trip. But you got some really good teams on this upcoming road trip that will keep you away from home for what, at least 2 weeks? From home, yeah, 2 weeks. So, but the one thing I would say about this team is tonight's loss doesn't diminish anything from this 7-game win streak. Because the Kings, like, breaking news, you weren't gonna win you weren't gonna win the rest of your games. You were bound to lose again. But it should serve as a reminder to this front office, Monty McNair, Wes Wilcox, that you need to add size to this team. This team responded for you, the front office. Now go get this team some help. Go get some help. The Kings are what, 10th right now in the Western Conference. They're occupying that final play-in spot. So they responded they responded for you. Go get this team some help. Go get this team desperately needs some more size. So I'm not like, does it hurt that the Kings win streak is over? Yes, but hey, they weren't gonna win every game for the rest of the season. So and I thought going into this game, I thought the Kings would lose because you were gonna get the best version of this Milwaukee Bucks team. Because it's a Bucks team that got their ass kicked in their last game against the New York Knicks. So you got the best version. And Giannis is a hell of a player. Damian Lillard, hell of a player. And yeah, they didn't have Chris Middleton in this game, but that's still a damn good Milwaukee Bucks team. At the end of the day, they will still be up there in the Eastern Conference as one of the best teams. Because that's a damn good team in Milwaukee. So, Kings. And another stat I just want to point out from Will Z Stats, the Sacramento Kings were outscored by 26 points in the restricted area tonight. Kings, 8 for 18. That's 44%. The Bucks, 21 of 26. 80%. The Kings had no answer for the Milwaukee Bucks tonight, while also not finishing. Like, the Kings missed some easy buckets themselves around the basket. So that's pretty simple right there, analysis. So Kings lose 130 to 115. Their 7-game winning streak is over. They look to start a new one on Thursday against the Houston Rockets, who, again, as I mentioned, they play in Denver Wednesday night. So you're getting that team on a second night of a back-to-back. And yes, you beat that team earlier this season. So we'll see how this Kings team responds. I think they will respond. Maybe they start a new streak. That's a massive game. A massive game. Because you're 500 and you're going to face some really good opponents coming up here as we close out January. Yeah, so Kings back in action on Thursday night. And I believe that's a nationally televised game on TNT. So we'll be back for another recap following Kings Rockets Thursday night. If you're watching this on YouTube, on our Kings related YouTube channel, if you haven't already, hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, leave a comment down below. If you're listening on your preferred audio platform, whether that's Apple, Spotify, or whatever app, hit that follow button. Rate 5 stars, leave a nice review, be much appreciated. And we'll see you on the next episode of our Kings related podcast on Thursday night following Kings Rockets. Go Kings!